Hi, I'm Chelly Wood, and this is my tiny sewing room where I make doll clothes sewing videos. Today I'm going to show you how to make a fashion doll sized purse with a really cute little front pocket that you can actually use. Before we begin, please go to my website, chellywood.com, where I provide all the measurement you'll need for the 5 pieces that you'll need to cut out. There's a helpful link in the description below. Let's begin with the pocket piece. Measure and cut your ribbon 3/4 inch from the edge. Position your ribbon along this 3/4 inch line and stitch it to the pocket along top and bottom. Next, we'll work with the outer body of the purse. Measure and cut your ribbon 1 inch from the edge. Stitch this ribbon in place 1 inch from the fabric's raw edge. Fold the purse's pocket in half like a taco and stitch it together on 2 sides, leaving an opening along one side. Clip the corner. I use Fisker's mini stitchers for this task. Invert the tiny pocket. Now I like to use a chopstick to help me invert little pieces like this, as you'll see in this next clip. So you'll see I take my little chopstick and give it a twist in those corners. Press the seams. Fold the raw edges under and estimate where it should be attached, pinning it to the purse's outer fabric. Mine sits about a 1/2 inch from the raw edge of fabric along the side opposite the other ribbon strip. Sew it to the purse's outer fabric using a whip stitch on 3 sides. So you'll want to sew right along here, here, and here. The opening will be on this side. Here's how it looks from the wrong side. Now we'll work with the purse's lining fabric. Lay the lining on top of the outer fabric, keeping right sides together. So you'll lay it pretty side to pretty side like that, okay? Sew along the 2 shortest sides of the rectangle. Here's how it looks from the outer fabric's side. Invert the purse. Okay, so here I have it sewn top and bottom. I just invert that. Press both of the seams you've made and the pocket. Now let's work with the long skinny strap piece. Fold one of the long sides in, fold the other longest side in, and now fold the whole strap in half. Keep the raw edges of fabric inside the folds. Whip stitch all along the strap's folded edge, from one end to the other. Fold your purse in half with the pocket on the inside. Pin the straps to the purse's raw edge sides. Okay, so I'm folding it like this, and then I just wind my strap around and pin it to each of the sides. Sew the strap from the bottom up, using a back stitch to sew each of the straps to its own side of the purse. Here's how it looks from the opposite side. Invert the purse, and that's what I'm doing here, but you'll want to use your little chopstick to help poke out those little corners. Be very gentle when you're poking. And now you have a doll-sized purse that your fashion dolls can use for carrying their tiny accessories and maybe a tasty doll-sized snack or other little treats in a working pocket. For more free printable PDF sewing patterns for making all kinds of dolls' clothes to fit dolls of many shapes and all different sizes, please remember to visit my website, chellywood.com.
Hey, did you know that you could design your own doll pants patterns from scratch with just a limited amount of sewing knowledge?
Pattern design is made simple by connecting your doll's measurements with a template I give you during my course.
I'm Chelly Wood, the doll clothing designer.
I own Chelly Wood LLC and the website chellywood.com.
In my Creative Spark online learning course on doll pants design, I'll teach you the basic fundamentals of pattern design, like how do seam allowances work, before we move on to work on designing our own leggings, jeans, fly front pants, and even overalls. So please join me. I would love to see you on the Creative Spark online learning platform. Come see what we offer. Again, I'm Chelly Wood, one of the instructors.